Hi, I'm Lily. Let's explore and find amazing treasures in thrift stores.
I spent 45 minutes drive to the rich people Goodwill. And oh boy, was it worth it. I found a Dyson V8 animal stick vacuum in a bin waiting to be unloaded, and the best part? It was only $20. I honestly couldn't believe my luck. Once I got home, I tested it out, and to my delight, it worked perfectly. The only issue was a bit of debris stuck in the vacuum head, mostly pine needles. It made me think the previous owner had used it to clean up after vacuumed up their Christmas tree debris, clogged up the head, and then assumed the vacuum was no longer working, so they took it to Goodwill and got a new one. The vacuum works great now, and my cat and I are both endlessly grateful for this find. A few months ago, I found a fantastic deal at a local thrift store that completely changed my living room. I walked in and spotted a gorgeous sectional couch, one of those big, comfy ones that looked almost new. I got it for just $110. Such an amazing deal. I couldn't believe it, especially since this couch would normally cost over $1,000 in other stores. It looked a little worn, but nothing a professional cleaning couldn't fix. So I took it home and had it steam cleaned. The results were amazing. The couch looked as good as new, and I had a stylish, comfortable piece of furniture for a fraction of what it would cost in a store. A few months ago, I found a fantastic deal at a local thrift store that completely I recently stumbled upon the most adorable find at a thrift store. As I was wandering through the aisles, scanning the shelves for something interesting, my eyes landed on the cutest little cow ottoman sitting quietly in a corner. It was only $12, and that immediately caught my attention. Without a second thought, I knew I had to bring it home with me. Once it was in my living room, I realized it was the perfect quirky touch to add to my already unique collection of animal-themed decorations. It fits right in, complementing the other fun and odd little pieces I've gathered over time. But this ottoman isn't just a cute decoration, it's actually practical too. The backrest opens up, revealing a small hidden storage compartment inside, which makes it both functional and fun. Every time I glance over at it, I can't help but smile. It's a beloved part of my collection, and I can't wait to see how it continues to brighten up my space. A couple of years ago, I had the luck of finding what I now consider my holy grail, a stunning lotus floor lamp at a thrift store for just $100. It was a complete game changer for my apartment, especially as I was starting grad school. The lamp became a focal point in my home, and I couldn't have been happier with such an incredible find. Fast forward to today, and I've stumbled upon something I never expected. What can only be described as its smaller, shorter twin sisters. These new lamps are just as beautiful, with a gentle pastel pink hue that sparkles when lit, adding an enchanting glow to any room. And here's the kicker. I got both of them for a total of $100. What a bargain. I came across these lamps from a seller who flipped storage units and had no idea what all the fuss was about, but somehow, I was the first to message her, explaining why these lamps were such a big deal. While I originally got the floor lamp for myself, these shorter versions are destined for my future home, whenever that may be. For now, I've left them with my parents so they can enjoy them. I still can't believe my luck, and how something as simple as a thrift store find can feel so meaningful. These lamps have become more than just beautiful decor. They represent a little piece of joy that keeps finding its way to me. It's as if the universe just keeps sending these little gifts my way, and I'm so grateful for it. I recently found a truly unique treasure at a thrift store, a vintage quilt featuring all 50 states of the USA and their respective state flowers. What made this discovery even sweeter was that the quilt had been mislabeled as just a linen, so it was priced at only $4. I couldn't believe my luck when I saw it hanging there. The quilt was in excellent condition, and it instantly sparked a sense of nostalgia and pride. Each state's flower was beautifully embroidered, making it not only a work of art, but also a wonderful piece of history. For just $4, I got a one-of-a-kind piece that's now a centerpiece in my home. It felt like a serendipitous find, And I can't help but marvel at how sometimes a little mistake in pricing can lead to an incredible bargain. Every time I look at that quilt, I'm reminded of the beautiful, unexpected things that can happen when you least expect them. A few years ago, I lost my grandmother, and at the time, I couldn't take any of her furniture because I simply didn't have the room. I always regretted not being able to keep her cherished items, especially the small table that held so many memories for me. After a few years, I finally moved into a house, and for the first time, I thought about searching for that table online, even though I knew it was unlikely to be listed anywhere. To my surprise, I found it on Facebook Marketplace for just $20. It was exactly the table I had remembered, and there it was, available for me to take home. 3 years later, I was able to bring it back into my life. I couldn't believe the incredible twist of fate, and it felt like I had gotten a piece of my grandmother back. It was such a special moment for me, and now that table holds even more significance, reminding me of her every time I look at it. Before I dropped my kindergartner off at school one morning, I decided to ask her if she needed anything while I went thrift shopping. With the excitement of a little one, she quickly replied, "A sparkly unicorn purse." I chuckled to myself, but I promised to keep an eye out. Little did I know, the thrift gods were smiling down on me that day. As I wandered through the aisles of the thrift store, I kept thinking about her request. And then, just as if the universe was on my side, I found it. A purse, sparkly and adorned with a unicorn design. It was exactly what she had described. I couldn't believe my luck. I didn't hesitate any longer, and I bought it for $4.99. When I picked her up from school later that day, I showed her the purse. Her face lit up in sheer delight. She couldn't believe I had actually found exactly what she wanted. I felt like I had just performed some kind of magic, and it was the perfect reminder of how sometimes things just work out in the most unexpected ways. One day, I was browsing through a thrift store, casually scanning the shelves, when something caught my eye. It was a Halloween-themed mug, but not just any mug. It was a Le Creuset mug. Le Creuset, known for its top-quality kitchenware, was now sitting right in front of me at an unbelievable price of only $1.99. I checked online, and it was selling for almost $40 for a cup. I couldn't believe my eyes when I found it for such a great price. The mug had a cute Halloween design with little bats on it, making it even more special. It was such a rare find, and I felt so lucky to have stumbled upon it. I picked it up, checked for any imperfections, but it was in perfect condition. I could already picture how it would be the perfect addition to my fall collection, bringing a little touch of charm every time I used it. I walked out of that store with a big smile, knowing I had found something truly unique and exciting for such a great price. It's moments like these that make thrifting so rewarding.